What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So, hey, look, it's about to be a hot day, but you already know how I get down and what I'm about to do. So the topic of this video is going to be on the fact I don't think people really realize how much power you give someone by speaking on them. You know what I'm saying? By having your nose in someone else's business, being worried about someone else and what they got going on, whether good or bad, actually gives that person life and power. That's why you got to be mindful of what you decide to speak on. You know what I'm saying? The things that you decide to speak on that come out your mouth. Who you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who you gossiping to? You know what I'm saying? Who you are just giving life force to, I feel like, other than yourself, that oftentimes ain't even that important. But you making it important because you keep gossiping and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And you're making it relevant. You're making that person be of value because you're prioritizing them more than you are prioritizing your own self. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I never realized how powerful it will be in this day and age, that oftentimes I think truly people are becoming more aware of what they say. You know what I'm saying? But listen, some people's spirit, they need the spotlight. They need that attention. You know what I'm saying? They need to feel validated. They need to fit in. So oftentimes they go into environments and they just start talking to anybody who will talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you got to remember, a lot of people are trying to be of value in the world. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be somebody, but we've been trained to go about it in a different way, you know? But since the times has changed, it's almost as if what you've been taught ain't as effective as what's the truth behind really solidifying your power. You know what I'm saying? And who you are. Listen, growing up in the era I grew up in, I didn't seen so many fights. I didn't seen so many, really, I ain't even gonna say fights, but back and forth. The back and forth, you feel me? The physical part sometimes, but sometimes not. But the back and forth, the talking about what a person gonna do, the gossiping about who said whoop-de-whoop and who said this. Like, listen, y'all was giving that person life. Y'all was giving that person power. You feel me? To where now, these days, a lot of the people that, you know, have a certain type of strength to them where they're not ones who sit around gossiping or putting people down. They kind of stay out the way, but you got to think of how people in the world have fed off of that. So now they want those people to be outside with them. Listen, you got to understand, that's how it should be happening. You be outside just with any and everybody, and you in a competition with everybody trying to be somebody in the world. You feel me? Listen, you don't even know what you done ran into. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, it's crazy, tricky how the world really operates for real. But once you get a chance to actually really get this long scope in it, you know what I'm saying? You'll start to see, like, damn, your spirit is worth more because you stay out the way. You mind your business. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be seen. It's not a competition with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting in the back, chilling, minding your own business. You feel me? Just doing your own thing. Like, I feel like that's more special than anything. For me personally, like, I'm gonna be looking at that more versus, you know what I'm saying, the bad bitch who over in the corner running her mouth, talking a hella much, trying to get everybody's attention. Like, you making yourself too hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why you doing that. It gotta be a reason to you on why you doing that. Listen, if you really just all that in a bag of chips, you ain't gotta say shit. That shit gonna speak for itself. You feel me? You ain't gotta, listen, be the life of the party and make sure you seen. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how a lot of the times it be the baddest bitches, you feel me, in the baddest outfits, the baddest niggas, you feel me, looking so fresh and so good, that's talking, and you feel me, in everybody's face that you wouldn't even know you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes, when they alone, they got some deep-seated demons in their ass, you know what I'm saying, and they can't fight it, so they have to portray an image when they go outside, you know what I'm saying. Listen, I'll be really peeping game. I'll be watching. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. Just me in the lane I'm in. I'm not gonna finesse and make it seem like y'all don't be looking good, because y'all do. But once I get to see how y'all move, you feel me? And how you need attention, you know what I'm saying? It kind of is a turnoff, because now it's like you really offer yourself. And who knows what length you will go to, you feel me, to make sure the show is all about you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you just play the role and sit back and really be yourself, you gonna get all that naturally. You ain't gotta, you feel me, shake that shit from somebody else. But listen, it's a war right now, and people, hey, life or death. You feel me? Bitch, you got the spotlight, bitch, I want that shit. You feel me? So I'm gonna do everything I can to try to make it seem like your whole existence ain't shit, so that I can get the spotlight. And then if they feel hella stupid when you going about it the wrong way, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? I can care less about how you feel about yourself and how you think it's going to affect me. It's not. It's only what's going to happen is you're going to go into a group of people trying to get that attention by looking good, and your group of people is also doing the same thing. So now y'all all turning on each other. You feel me? Because everybody's in this battle for a fight in a position to be validated and get attention. Now it's like, oh, I don't even want to play no more. Yeah, because I think what people often misunderstand is the fact that the person that didn't want that was chill in the background. You feel me? A lot of people made them feel insignificant, but those really was the ones. You know what I'm saying? Now people are battling attention and love and, you feel me, money around the same group of people that's all battling the same thing. It's not a competition after that. Actually, it gets to a point where people start to wake up and be like, what the fuck is we doing? Right. Something in that group ain't operating how it's supposed to. You feel me? Something is off, and y'all all butting heads and going backwards because everybody is fighting for a spot in the spotlight. You don't have to do that. Just be your motherfucking self. You feel me? And people are going to flock to that more versus you trying to be the life of the goddamn party. I don't want the person that's the life of the party. I don't care how good you look. It's something off about you in secret that don't nobody know about. And the moment that person get close enough to you, they going to see it. You feel me? And it's going to be a complete turnoff. Because that's the person you got to live with majority of the time. Not the persona they put on outside or in front of people. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part about it is, but I'm going to put that story in another video. Because, listen, the universe, God, Allah, whatever y'all choose to call it, monitors people's lives. I promise you it does. It watches. It knows your likes and dislikes. It knows, you feel me, your weaknesses, your strong suits. You know what I'm saying? So when, you feel me, somebody think that they didn't basically watched me and figured out what I like and try to come in and use it as a weapon to go against me, it's funny because I be thinking to myself, like, I can tell by just looking at you at home, you was not the bitch you present on the street. You know what I'm saying? It's really a complete turn off because you got to think about it. A lot of us, you feel me, want to be loved. We want attention. You know what I'm saying? We want long-term friends. We want people we could be around and be ourselves. But you not being yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? You hiding because something inside of you is off to where you just feel love when you get attention. You know what I'm saying? When you get people to be around you, when you got 99 different people calling your phone, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gossiping. Nigga, that don't make you important. That shit do not make you important. You know what I'm saying? What it does is shine the light on your real insecurities for real. It's a new day and age. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe back then, it may have gave you some spotlight, but not if it's negative. It's not the spotlight if everybody want to fight you. That's not the spotlight because now, especially if you didn't brewed up a whole war behind the scenes and you know you can't fight, everybody gonna be looking for your ass. You know what I'm saying? And then when they catch you, you know what I'm saying, and you know you ain't really about that life, you didn't either got jumped, they didn't whoop your ass, or somebody scared, so they pull out guns, and now innocent lives be taken for no reason over some bullshit. Ain't even nobody got paid off of that. You feel me? Y'all still broke as hell. You feel me? If not dead or in jail, like that's weak sauce. That's weak as hell. So imagine you being able to get paid for just being yourself. You feel me? In a way where you align yourself up spiritually with creating a life you want for yourself. You feel me? You ain't gonna just get paid for sitting around doing nothing. But if you align yourself up with life spiritually, you can invest in something you enjoy doing and work hard at it and watch it turn into something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, bitch, I don't give a fuck how good you look. You don't got no morals, no goals. All you do is fight. You sit around, smoke weed, talk about niggas. Hey, you ain't got nothing going for yourself. You booty. You know what I'm saying? All you got to show is how good you look. And you probably stole that outfit from your cousin. Hey, and I'm not, you feel me, here to talk about nobody or put nobody down, but at the same time, when you see people in the world who think they better than you simply because of what they got on, or you feel me, the jewelry that they got or the car they drive, you know that shit can be taken away from you so quick, so fast. And what else you got after that? Nothing but coochie for sale, bitch. You a bum. You know what I'm saying? Just like these. Listen, let me tell you something. Sometimes I get in that mode where I just gotta let it loose, let it be real. You feel me? Niggas be hella insignificant if they think that they could just get ahead in life with offering pipe. You don't got nothing else to offer after that. You know what I'm saying? You stingy as hell. You only fuck with your niggas when it come to money. You scamming and scheming left and right. You feel me? Just to get ahead. You boozy. You know what I'm saying? You hella whack for real. That shit don't be making no sense. And you got to think of how we've been taught to, like, boost that person up, make that person feel good, talk about them. That be silently giving people power to move backwards. Hey, you feel me? And whether it's positive or negative, even if you keep it going, it gives a person the energy and fuel they need to be able to feel as if they're of significance in the world. You know what I'm saying? Even though they might not have no goals, no motives, no drive, no success in nothing. They just like being talked about and in the mix in drama. So really what I've learned is that a lot of those people, they stay out the way. You ain't gonna really catch them outside like that. Because really, for real, they don't want to be seen. Because they know they didn't got people to, you feel me? They know that they didn't got bad attention by talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And making people paint them in a bad light. So they stay exclusive behind the scenes. Not all of them, you feel me? But there are quite a few that you will barely see outside. And when they are outside, they always got somebody with them. You feel me? Because they know for a fact that they done brewed up a whole batch of bullshit behind the scenes. Whether it's through the internet, whether it's gossiping through other people. You know what I'm saying? That they don't want to get caught off guard. Because if they do, you know what I'm saying? You just never know what people is capable of. That's why I feel like it's better if you just, you feel me, work on being yourself. Stop sitting around gossiping about somebody else. Let them live their life the way they want to live it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't be really afraid to be everywhere doing everything by myself, because I'm not the type of person that sits around and just be talking about people. You know what I'm saying? And gossiping like, you know, life ain't ever put me in a rough spot. I don't care how good you doing in life. Everybody done hit a brick wall at some time or another. Especially my culture people. We look so down on people when we feel like we up in life that you ain't never remembered where you had to sleep on somebody's couch. You ain't never remembered them summers where you hotbox with a little bit of money that all y'all had because that's all y'all had. Like, stop acting like you don't know. You feel me? Never. I'd never be that type. If anything, I'm going to be the type of person, you feel me? I make everybody feel comfortable. But again, some people really just don't like that shit. That all they see is you being in a position they want to be in and you forgetting about the times when you didn't have it all. And that makes them feel some type of way. Again, you could, whether you talk about me in a good or bad way, it don't even really matter. That's why it's so important in knowing who you are. You feel me? And making sure you stand in that, because people gonna talk about you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Knowing yourself is the most important key component in life, because that's gonna stand the test of time. And the people that's really true to themselves, they gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? But I had to understand and realize how much power you give people when you speak on their name, when you talk about them, when you gossip. But I don't want the wrong attention. I don't want the type of attention where I gotta be watching my back. You know what I'm saying? Because I done brewed up a whole bunch of bullshit behind the scenes, making somebody feel less than, like my shit don't stink. You feel me? Knowing that the people who are close to me know for real, you feel me, the shit I be having to go through and deal with that. And then once somebody got that on your lifeline, they start talking about that, that's gonna make you feel some type of way. And the crazy part about it is, you know what I realized growing up? That usually the two females that be fighting each other have the same set of life circumstances. The two niggas that call themselves ops, you know what I'm saying, and looking to kill each other, got the same set of life circumstances. That shit is stupid. You feel me? That shit is dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? And all they doing is bringing negative, you feel me, attention to themselves. Why not just really sit back and be yourself? And let that speak for you, but in a positive way. To where you don't gotta watch over your shoulder. Niggas got kids. You feel me? Like, come on now. We gotta be smarter. You feel me? I'm talking about not just for my culture, but for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The more of a negative person you are, and you go around being negative about everything because you feel like that's the only way you're going to get attention, you feel me? You're going to brew up something. You know what I'm saying? And bullets don't got no name. Neither do, you feel me, people who want to fight and scrap. Listen, when a person get down on their luck in life, everybody become a target. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people that they felt did them wrong in some way. Like, say you corroborated a story that was in a bad light to make yourself feel good about yourself because you was having a bad day. But the shit you spreaded a rumor about was completely false and about the wrong person. You don't know how that person could be doing in life right now, that all they think about is that story that you told somebody else that you know was a lie. So now they going around the city looking for your ass, waiting to catch your ass slipping. And you can't even see it sometimes because you doing so bad in your life that you didn't forgot about the rumor you started with somebody else in their life 5-10 years ago because you wanted to feel validated. Now that person on the hunt for you, and as soon as they see you, it's over. Listen, it's unsafe. It's unsafe. I am not going to sit up here and say that I ain't never said nothing about nobody, because I have, but not in a way where I created attention off that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was able to freely move around. I done been everywhere with everybody at every function. You feel me? Nigga, every mall with no problems with nobody, because I'm not one of those people that just go around hanging with different people and taking what I know from one set of group of people and carrying it on to another set of group of people, but in a negative way. Nigga, I got my own shit going on. What I look like talking about you? And my shit ain't always been perfect. That sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? So listen, understanding and being wise of realizing that talking about people, whether it's positive or negative, is giving them life. You know what I'm saying? But you oftentimes don't see the negative side to it because we only see the positive side to it. Especially if people are so, you know what I'm saying, like get amped up off of drama and shit. They like that shit for real. They can't see the dark side of the attention that they creating off of that. You know what I'm saying? The people that's gonna remember the time you started a story about them, even though it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna forever hold that grudge. And the way people is doing in life right now, you just don't know who on the hunt for you, because all they can remember is that false story you made up of them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm cool. That karma be crazy, because it be having people paranoid to even go outside. You know what I'm saying? Because you know for a fact that you done sat behind somebody and gossip for your own livelihood, like your shit don't stink. And imagine doing bad in life right now and somebody see you feel me, that you talked about, and now they looking at you a certain type of way. Please, I'm not about to be looking over my shoulder every day, especially, you feel me, because we didn't grew up and this got kids. That shit's serious. You feel me? Don't play with it. If I were you, I wouldn't play with it. Listen, but people ego so high, they can't even call that person and apologize, or even see that person and be like, you know what, I was coming from this space at the time, you know what I'm saying, I did that, it might not fix nothing, but at least that person know. You feel me? Oh, I got a better understanding now. Now you can act differently. But if you don't know, people be bouncing off emotions. You feel me? Not even knowing what you was going through at the time. And you don't even care to explain. You just, it's cool to you to have these enemies over some false shit you just read. Nigga, please. I'll be damned. You feel me? It ain't cool. It's too hot. You feel me? Like, people should be enjoying themselves, having fun, not worried about what somebody did 10, 20, 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it be real like that. People form grudges over that. You feel me? And the fact that a lot of people are changing and evolving to different people now, it's kind of hard to be your true self in a world that you created based off drama, because people only see you for the drama you created instead of the person you really are for real. So now you can't get past your past. So listen, that causes you to be on the hideout. You feel me? Like, really only kick it with the people that you can feel comfortable with being your old self. Not your new self, because they know you. Like, it's complicated. It's complicated, but it's such a real thing. You know what I'm saying? That I think people need to be mindful and pay attention. Anything you say about somebody, whether it's good or bad, you feel me, you could be leveling that person up and feeding into that person. And now it's more prevalent than ever, because our spirits being so open to everybody else we connected to. You don't know who they gossiping to, who got ties with who, you feel me, who could be feeling a certain type of way, spreading it in a negative way. It's so easy for a person to twist your words around and make it seem like you said some shit you didn't say, and now you gotta cover your tracks. Nigga, I'm cool. I'm not living my life like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't be having no fear with nobody. I be cool and confident to walk everywhere I go. The only type of fear that I think a person really will have is the fact that a lot of people are upset with having to face that part of themselves now. And they come up with someone who's confident in being who they are. That's the threat. Like, bitch, I had to make up negative stories about other people to get some attention. And all you doing is being yourself. You feel me? And you ain't even got half of the shit I got, and you getting attention. Bitch, I don't even like you. Hey, it be real. It be very real. You feel me? But I think that's having a very big internal reflex, where people are having the chance to be like, you know what, ain't nothing wrong with me being myself. You know what I'm saying? Whoever is gonna like it is gonna like it, but I'll feel way more comfortable in a world where I could be myself and not have to fake being someone else, because that fakeness is falling off. People are catching on. You know what I'm saying? You fake. You don't really like me for real. You just want something from me. And when a person go through a hard time and you need somebody to depend on, not everybody strong like they pretend to be. We just was bred up like that to be like that. But what about if you really need some help and you thought the people that you could lean on was gonna help you, but really they ain't? You feel me? They were only gravitating towards you because you was up at that time. You know what I'm saying? And now that you down, they don't got nothing to do with you. And now that gives you like a clear indication. Damn, I had to be this and be that just for you to really fuck with me for real? That should be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just came through to let everybody know, be mindful. Sometimes that you feel me, just the lane I be in, that woman that look hella good, or that nigga who hella fine, smelling good, sometimes got deep-seated dark demons behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That will really steal your soul if you get too close. So just think about what you be attracted to out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking past all that, because that don't faze me. You feel me? Your spirit do. Who you are, how you treat people for real matters more than how much money you got in your pocket. You feel me? And people don't be understanding. So again, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.